Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl. My name is Cheryl Ciecko. I'm just doing a quick video to introduce myself. I am a licensed architect. I'm also a mom of 4 pretty much grown kids. I have 3 sons and a daughter that are, my youngest are in college. And I have a husband, and all of us have been exposed to mold and we've had health effects as a result of that exposure. We've been exposed to other toxins as well, so I think a lot of people have multiple exposures in multiple ways that, and oftentimes it's the mold that is the final straw that causes their bucket to overflow, so to speak, and then they start to have all their kinds of other health issues. We do have heavy metal toxicity, and we have Lyme disease as well. So, with all that in mind, our story really started, my story with my family started over 12 years ago. I have one daughter who is my super sensitive one, and at that time we ended up having aspergillus mold in our ductwork. And that was not easy to find. Actually, it was divine intervention and also a little bit of luck of me having gone to a continuing education program. I go to continuing education programs quite a bit. I try to focus on building science just because I'm interested in it. But in this particular case, it was a program on mold in commercial buildings, and I really had no idea that it was going to affect my life as profoundly as it did. And at that presentation is when I became aware of all the possible health effects that can happen due to water-damaged buildings. And I realized that the symptoms my daughter was having might be related. And so at that time, she was having migraine headaches. She also had developed full-on asthma. So she had an inhaler at school, she had inhalers at home. But the interesting thing was that she wasn't sick only in our house. And it was a house that we had moved into, meant to be a temporary living situation while we were building another house. It was an older home, but it was very clean and did not have carpeting, and it did not have any water damage that I could see. And I did inspect it because I definitely was aware of water damage issues. So, anyway, what we ended up finding was that there was aspergillus mold in the ductwork. And I had no idea aspergillus mold could grow in ductwork, like a lot of people, and certainly a lot of architects. What's the food source of is a big question. And what I went on to learn was the food source is dirt and dust, and it's really easy to have condensation in ductwork. So we had aspergillus in the ductwork. My daughter was reacting. Looking back on it now, I would say that my sons also had symptoms, and it's very possible that my husband and I were also being affected. And if nothing else, our toxin bucket was filling up and would overflow later, which it did. So, but that was where I started 12 years ago, and I made mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm on a mission to help other people not make the mistakes that I made, or other mistakes that might be made if you don't have the kind of knowledge that I can share with you. So that's why I do what I do in terms of helping people. I offer free support as my schedule allows within the Facebook group, Avoiding Water Damage, Mold, and Toxins. I also have a website, avoidingmold.com. And I do one-on-one consulting also as my time allows, so that I can talk to people individually and help them out individually with their specific problem, and sometimes that's something of a more immediate nature. I also help with people who are building new construction and want to avoid all the problems that are being made in buildings today. And I did work for the wood industry for 5 years, educating my peers, other architects, engineers, and also code officials on issues related to moisture in buildings. I also specialized in fire and sustainability. But I bring that knowledge as well to the table because I really understand all the mistakes that people are making out there, and they're numerous. And some of them are obvious once you know about them, but not so obvious to the people that are making the mistakes, and so that's why they get replicated over and over again. So feel free to ask questions in the group. There's a lot of people in the group who are very knowledgeable and have been either really good students of me or really good students of other people, because there's a lot of knowledgeable information in the group through the people that are there. I jump on whenever I can. Feel free to tag me. And if you need to contact me to set up an appointment, that would be through email at cheryl@avoidingmold.com. and I am hoping to do more videos like this. I'm hoping to jump on the group live. I'm learning all this computer tech, and I plan to get on live on a regular basis, and also I'm working on some courses, some video courses that I'll be able to share with you, or for anybody that needs the information to learn as much as you can to be really an informed client and figure out the right people, the right avenues to take to solve the problems that are impacting your health or your family's health as a result of your building. So I look forward to seeing you in the group, and I look forward to having you join me on more videos. So I'll see you again soon. Bye.